Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I'm Carrie, and that's Jarrod.
What's happening? Turn this up just a hair. Yeah, that should be good. All right.
Got it?
Yep, let me check the old meter over here.
Checking a meter.
Yep, we're good.
We're good?
I made some volume adjustments tonight.
All right.
Because that mix I want to play is always too low.
Right.
So I had to lift the whole mix, and I have to make adjustments to everything now. So, yep.
SC. Uh-oh, my phone did a little. I gotta skip all that and since we went live.
Yeah.
So it was gorgeous here today. It was a nice 75 degrees.
Certainly was.
What are you doing? What?
Nothing.
Oh, you looked like you forgot something.
Oh, I was just looking at my pick. Just making sure I grabbed the right one.
And we had a yummy pork butt for, well, it was supposed to be for lunch, but
ended up taking a little longer than I thought.
it was ready at like 6 o'clock instead of 2.
It was worth it though. Dude, that pork butt slayed.
It was very, very good.
That
It was the first
good.
time you did a bone-in
Yeah. Yep.
pork butt.
I didn't notice a big difference.
Except
but
it took longer.
Yeah, it did take longer.
It took about 4 hours
it
longer.
was 15 and a half
2 hours longer, yeah.
It was longer than usual. But honestly though, I put it in super low and slow last night. Because when I went to bed, I was like, I don't want this thing to get up to temp while I'm sleeping. So I lowered the temperature. So that's probably why. But enough of the cooking talk. What's going on, everybody?
Okay. I guess we're done with that.
Well, I'm just kidding around.
Well, grab a rocks. He was the first one here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
Good to see you, Steve.
Flux is here. He says, psyched to hear the Kemper profiles of the Purple Nightmare. It's ironic since I just rewatched some of your Purple Nightmare videos yesterday.
Oh, cool. Thanks for watching those, man. Yeah, these turned out really good. I'm really proud of these profiles. They just sound amazing. You know, so every time I fire up my Kemper, these are my go-tos.
That's why he sold the amp, because it was so amazing.
Honestly, I prefer the profiles. They feel better. The amp is a great sounding amp, but it was a little on the sag, too much sag for me. Yeah, it was a little too, saggy. Yep.
No saggy.
Don't like the saggy stuff,
Martin Hensley is here.
Hey, Martin, what's happened?
And Paul Smith is here.
What's up, Paul?
Dean Harkness. So
Dean.
Jarrod wouldn't let me try the bacon wrapped pickles today. I even brought the bacon.
We'll have to do.
He was too stressed out.
Yeah, I had a lot going on today. I'm running on about 4.5 hours of sleep right now. So, yep, had too much going on. I mean, the thing is though, is when you have a pork butt in there, you got to keep it at a certain temperature, and you can't cook other things that
just busting it.
got to be on different temps.
We're gonna do it tomorrow, though. Bacon wrap pickles. No, we're doing them tomorrow. I watched a couple videos too on YouTube. I found the instructional videos, so
we're doing it.
Those are happening tomorrow.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Steve-O is here.
What's up, Steve-O?
Because of you, I have spent all week researching the carnivore way of life.
Thanks for sending the info, dude. Very much appreciate it, man. You're awesome.
I have gone from this one spectrum to another. There's so many people that are like, oh, I still drink and have some berries and vegetables, and then there's meat, water, salt. So trying to find my way through all of that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get on the frozen browned butter bites, though. Like, they fry butter, brown some butter, and then put it in a mold, and then freeze it, and then that's their dessert. Like, that's their treat. Just butter, browned butter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, don't knock it till you tried it.
I know. I guess
might be really
eat
good
all the time, then I don't know.
Your palate changes.
Yeah. Do you eat browned butter bites, Steve-O? Martin Hensley says, I finally got all my amps captured on my QC. Oh, nice.
Oh, cool, man. It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah.
It does a great job, though. Once you get everything set up, that's the thing. Like, if you don't do it regularly, once you get everything set up, just do it all in one day, and then you're done. Especially if you get good mic placement and all that. It's nice to have it just all done in one day. The hardest part's just setting it all up and getting through the learning curve. But once you get through that, just finish them all.
Oopsie. Oh, almost blocked somebody. My bad.
You and your thumbs.
I know. Vince Salutari, he said
Hey,
he
Vince.
is reporting for duty.
What's going on, Vince?
Jim Coleman is here from New York.
Hey, Jim. How you doing, man?
Flux says, today I tested the factory amp models in the QC against my amp captures, and it was no contest. My captures sounded way better than the QC models, which are good. Modeling is dead.
Yep. No, you're right, dude. Modeling, once you compare it to actual amp captures, I mean, the modeling is like, nope. It's two-dimensional, where the capturing is three-dimensional. You get a better sound and feel. And yeah, I have a video I might do this week about, well, I'll be mentioning that in the video if I do it, by the way. Yeah, it's a topic that I want to discuss.
It's a surprise for now.
Well, yeah, I guess. So I don't want to say what it is, and then, I don't know. It seems like every time I say I'm going to do something, I don't do it, so, because I feel like I did it.
That's
so
how it goes.
I'm just not going to say I'm going to do it, so.
You just figured yourself out.
So from now on, no promises. Just deliveries of promises never made. How's that?
Let's see. Less stuff, more freedom. Living the van life says, well, he's been waiting all week for this live stream. Really?
Oh, wow, thanks.
Really? You've been waiting all week?
Thank
That's
you.
A big compliment. Hopefully we deliver for you.
Yes, hopefully we do. I'm going to do a new mix tonight. It's actually a mix that's been around for a while, but I haven't played it in probably a year. So
Which one?
the one I was doing earlier, Time
You
Flies.
played it in a year. You just haven't played the...
Not on the show.
Yeah, you have.
When's the last time I played this?
You played it in the last several months.
Okay, so I haven't
But
played
you
it
haven't played the
whole thing.
The whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
You gonna do it tonight?
Yeah, I'm still writing that middle part, but I think I can wiggle my way through it today. I can wiggle my way through it today. And we should be back. Give it a second here. To-do. Come on.
There we go.
I don't know. Can you
Yeah,
see it?
I can see myself by
You
myself. Yep,
Oh, I can't see.
I can see it on my phone.
Oh, it's not on the computer. That's interesting. Okay. All right, so we're back.
We're back.
Yay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, once a month I got to reboot my router. I probably should just order a new router. That thing's probably 5 years old, you know, and I forget to reboot it sometimes. And yep.
Hi again. All right, use Super 5000. Mark W says he can see us. Good.
Yes. All right.
Sorry about all that.
Yeah, it happens.
Thanks for hanging in there, though. Let me see if I can scroll back up and remember where I was. Eric IVSL says, yo, Jarrod, glad to see you giving the Kemper some love. Also, welcome aboard the Traeger train. He loves his grill.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I haven't been playing my Kemper a lot lately, and I love the effects. And there's some profiles that I've done that I freaking love, and this is one of them. So yeah, it's nice to get back into it after a while. And yeah, congrats on the Traeger. I love my Traeger. I got the Ironwood XL, and man, I just love the features on that grill. I can cook while I'm sleeping and check the, the temperatures and everything. And
Well, that's enough talk about cooking.
oh gosh,
So, CS is here.
what's up, Chris? Gosh. Anyways,
You had to be here since the beginning. If
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense to you,
she's just getting me
you have to go
back.
back and rewatch the front of the show.
She was just getting me back.
CS said, good evening, folks. Oh, wait, I don't think I see that cup hiding behind there. No,
She hit it.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, put it out there. Drive Chris nuts.
Mark W. Hey, Carrie and Jared. Bought TONEX this week. We'll be buying the Ultimate Brutal Pack tonight and the Diesel and Engel Pack next week. Payday. Never thought much of the Engel until you played it. Amazing.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. And congrats, man. Thank you so much for purchasing those. I really appreciate it. I know you're going to love them. And I'm actually, in tomorrow's episode, I'm playing the Engel Savage probably quite a bit. So, in the viewer comments. So, hope you enjoy that. I mean, I was playing it last night while I was shooting it. I'm like, holy crap, man, this amp freaking slays. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Let's see. Martin Hensley says, "Hi Jared, I watched your video on." It says Coming amps, but I don't think that's what it is. And I can't wait for the Fortin Evil Pumpkin.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What does he mean?
It's the amps that haven't been released
Oh,
yet. Yeah, that video.
Up and coming amps.
Yeah, up and
I
coming
get it.
amps, yeah. And it's like, when are these coming, you know? I hope the Evil Pumpkin comes because that just looks like an amazing amp. And the videos I've seen of it, it just sounds brutal as hell. So.
Is it orange?
Yeah, it is.
Does it have a face?
No, it's just an orange face plate.
Okay.
But it sounds like a great amp though.
Shred Flintstone says, "Okay, it's okay to start. I'm here."
We've been waiting for you, man. Where you been?
So the XFX no capturing, yes.
The which one?
It's so XFX no capturing, yes. We gotta decipher that one.
So yeah, the XFX does not do capturing. It's all just modeling. So yeah, I've had a lot of requests for people to for me to review that on the show, but I got to get my hands on one, and they're expensive, and I am not gonna buy one. So
No.
yeah, nope.
I got a birthday coming up. You
Yeah.
gotta save your money.
How about I buy you one for your birthday?
No,
Okay. Well, I tried.
I don't want none of it.
I tried, guys. So.
Flex says, "Jared, has your Kemper stage been upgrading to the liquid profiling?" Really excited to hear that.
Good question. I haven't updated it yet to that. I think, is it still in beta? Because, man, every time I do a beta update, oh my God, it's bug city. So I'm like, I don't want my Kemper to be infested with cockroaches. So I always wait till the beta testing's done. So I haven't updated it yet. So we'll see.
Gravel Rock says his KSR Orion is coming tomorrow. I keep looking down at the screen and I see this part of the tie, and I think it's the Circle of Doom.
Oh, really?
Like out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, dang it! Oh, it's just my dress.
That's just your dress. You were in. We'll call that the Circle of Doom dress.
Circle of Doom dress.
Yeah, that's funny.
Now it's spinning again.
Oh, congrats, Steve. Let me know how that amp is. I'm looking forward to hearing it. You know, hearing your thoughts on it. I'd like to. There's somebody locally that got one. I'm gonna see if I can reach out to them and see if I can borrow it for a day.
Steve-O says he does not do the butter. A little on a steak sometimes. He says he eats mostly beef, eggs, salt, and water. Sometimes salmon and chicken legs, and the occasional nip of some nice bourbon.
Ah, that's what I'm having tonight. Basil Hayden. Basil Hayden, baby.
Delicious.
Yeah.
You gotta move that away from your stove, though. You're gonna cook it.
Yeah, probably,
I'm gonna
right?
cook all the alcohol out of it.
Yeah.
Be just drinking brown water.
Yeah, that wouldn't be any good, would it?
Let's
Nope.
see. And then we're going through all the frozens. Yep. Let's see. Where do we got?
Yeah, we're not frozen anymore, thank
I know.
God. Sheesh.
Yum. Steve Shaheen.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Steve says every time I reload it, it re-says the wiggle part. John Petrucci's beard. Let's talk about Jared's butt roast. Nope. No talking about food today.
Oh, we can talk about it.
Martin. Nope. Let's see. That's me. Joe Senapole. Now he's frozen again. Nope.
Hey, what's up, Joe? Yeah, we should. Oh, it's doing the
Ooh,
red.
It really is.
Red and man, come on. Now we're back to green. Wow.
Let's see. Shred Flintstone says I'm a Buddhist vegan, currently an airtarian. We, my followers, and I only consume air. Well, you must be really skinny. And have really bad breath.
Yeah, nothing but air and halitosis there.
Hungry breath, that's the worst. Like, you talk to somebody and you're like, you need a sandwich?
Yeah.
Some quackers?
Some quackers and a gallon of mouthwash. Wash that down there, Sonny.
Oh, gosh.
Sonny Jim.
Let's see. Flex says, Tone Wars, I have a request. Can you make QC captures of the Rev Gen 120 Mark III and put them up for sale? Question mark.
Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely. Maybe I'll do that for my next capture pack. Okay. Yeah, I'll make that happen this week. Just making notes in the old file cabinet up here.
Oh, boy.
The file cabinet of nowhere. You know how that works, right?
Ben says Fortin is in a lawsuit with another company about the use of the name and a likeness, Evil Pumpkin.
Oh, really?
Weird.
Jeez. I tell you, everybody's suing everybody now. It's crazy.
Joe, thanks so much for asking about my dad. His surgery it went well. He went through the surgery, completed it. It was at a surgical center, and they sent him home the same day, which was
Unusual, right?
Well, I guess not so unusual anymore, but
Yeah.
being that he's 74 and my mom is 73, I thought that was irresponsible of them. They
Yeah.
live like 40 minutes away, and we were there to help him get in the house and get up the steps and stuff, but he was in a lot of pain for the first 4 days. And then day 5 and 6, he was doing much, much better and he felt more stable on his feet and didn't need so much help from my poor mom,
Yeah.
who can barely take care of herself.
Yeah.
But
Jeez,
yeah,
man.
he's on the mend. The physical therapist is happy with the progress he's been making, and so I was at a grad party this weekend and talked to 2 different gentlemen that had hip replacements, and they're happy that they did it now that they're through it. And one of them even said, "I wish my whole body was made of this stuff."
Wolverine.
Yeah, he had a double hip replacement. He's
Yeah.
like, "I just shoulders, knees, everything.
Yeah.
Do it up." So,
It's funny.
but I really appreciate the thoughts and the prayers that you guys sent out. Thank you.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yes. Brexel says, Jarrod,
Hey.
can you hook up all your amps, TONEX, and QC to your KHE switcher? Have you looked at the Fryette power station? I'm trying to figure out how to hook all this up without having to rewire. Good luck.
Oh, man.
I think you're going to end up rewiring.
Yeah, let me see here. I haven't hooked my Kemper or my quad CORTEX up to my KHE. I just have those hooked directly into the board. So I just use the KHE for my amps, but you could probably do it. I don't see why you couldn't. But it might be a little weird because of like effects loops and stuff. I don't know. I've never done it, so I really don't know what to tell you, what to expect, But I personally, if you have a board, which you probably do, if you're going to be doing captures and profiles and stuff, I would use the inputs on the board for your digital stuff and the inputs on the KHE for all your analog stuff. That's how I would do it. But the KHE is an amazing piece of gear.
Yep.
It's not the funnest purchase you'll ever make, but once you make it, you'll wonder why you didn't do it earlier. Because, I don't have to, when I go live or when I do videos, I don't have to go, oh, let me plug in this amp and remember where all this stuff goes and, and possibly make a mistake and ruin something. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I just flip a switch, done, So it's so much easier for me, It probably takes about an hour, or maybe half an hour out of each video that I do, and it's a half hour of lugging stuff around, setting it up, and it's just so much easier.
And me listening to the complaining later.
Exactly. Yep. Because that's what I do.
That's what he does. Oh, let's see. Dean Harkness, Jarrod, do you have cable internet? I have a router I just bought last year, but switched to fiber, so no longer need it.
No, I got a satellite dish that I'm about to shut off, honestly, because I don't ever watch anything on there, so I should probably just get rid of that stupid thing. Everything's streaming now, so most stuff I watch. What? Most of the stuff I watch is on my.
You're just ready for me to
On my-
rip you apart tonight. It's a weird day here.
Yeah, it is.
It's a super weird day here.
Yeah, everything I watch is streaming now, so what do I need a dish for,
I'm gonna just murder this name. Is it Yadin? Yadin? Yadin Moyle?
Yeah.
He says, "Hi man, have you tried the Petrucci's IR?"
Yes, I did a video about them last week, and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
very good.
And did you say you put that out there, right? What happened?
Oh, and they reached out to me. They liked my video so much that his
Was his
tech,
name Maddie?
Maddie, yeah,
How exciting is that?
yeah. I got an email from his
Look at the
John's
little
guitar
twinkles
tech.
in his eye right now. His
Yeah.
little twinkles are showing.
Yeah, I was just on my computer. I was editing a video or something, and then my email notification came up from Maddie, and I'm like, "There's only one Maddie I know of, and it's John Petrucci's guitar tech," and it was him. He's like, hey, we really liked your video. Can you send me the link? We'd like to share it on our socials. I'm like, yeah, here you go.
Also,
So,
say hi, please.
yeah, exactly. Tell John I said, hey. John's like, who?
Yeah. Well, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Something to celebrate for
Yeah,
sure.
that was awesome. That was really cool. And that means that John saw the video, because why wouldn't he, he'd
That's
have to
right.
approve
Maybe
it.
he's watching right now. Hi, John Petrucci.
Hey, man, if you
He's
need
your
some
biggest
lessons,
fan.
if you need some lessons, give me a call, man. I'll hook you up. Oh, gosh. Man, I reset the darn thing. What the hell? Maybe I was supposed to reboot the computer, too. But it's going to be back and forth probably tonight. It's going to be a weird night. So...
Oh, it's back. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's going to be off and on tonight, guys. I probably should have rebooted the computer, too. But, I mean, geez.
So Flux says, you rule. I will instantly buy your Rev QC captures.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I will. I'll put them up for you, man. I will get those done. Thank you.
Jim Coleman says, I found a wizard capture, an MC, and an MTL. Absolutely amazing. I will not mention who made them since I'm a loyal TONEX guy.
Oh, well, thank you. I think it was Amp Guru, wasn't it? You can mention it. It's all right.
Martin Hensley needs a new hip.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Paul Smith says his hip replacement went well. Good.
Oh, good.
Ben says his dad is having open heart surgery tomorrow at 7. Ooh.
Oh, we
we'll
will
be
definitely
praying for
keep him in our
that.
prayers.
Yeah. Glad to hear your dad's getting better. Most likely the insurance mandated his release and not the hospital. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's insurance companies for you.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Give a
but
crap.
definitely, I hope everything goes well, and we'll pray for your dad.
Yeah.
What's with these 7 a.m. start times, too? Jeez. My dad's hip surgery started at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, my gosh.
I had to be there at like 5, like 2 hours before.
It's like showing up at the airport, you know?
YouTubes are 5,000. I wish there were more affordable options. The KEG stuff is made in Switzerland.
Yeah, it's great stuff, though, man. Marcus is a great dude, and he makes really good equipment, and I wouldn't trust all these amps to anything else, so I'm real happy with them.
Mark in the Mix says, finally some Kemper content. I do understand catering to the other platforms, but where?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done some Kemper stuff, so...
But where?
But where?
You guys should start using emojis and make me
Make her read the emojis.
reenact the emojis. Sivo says, Jarrod, so cool you're getting recognition for your work. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. It is nice. It is nice.
Ben Burnett, oh, yep, he thanked everybody. He said the doctors are very confident and seem to think it'll be a routine procedure.
Awesome. Good. That's good to hear, man.
Dean says, what? Router for internet if it's cable ISP?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'll have to look. I'm probably just going to, you know what, I got to call AT&T tomorrow and order a new router. It's just old,
That's
you
never
know.
going to happen.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Because you said it.
No.
That
No.
was your it's not going to happen
Because
voice.
you're gonna text me in the morning and be like, hey, don't forget to order your router.
And don't forget to call the doctor's office
Yeah.
and make an appointment for your blood pressure. And also return your blown up grill.
Yeah, that too.
And also,
Yep, nothing flies by this one at all.
can you guys need to start hounding him to call the doctor to get his freaking blood pressure checked again. He's been on the meds for months and he won't make the stupid appointment to go get it checked to see if they're working.
Well, it's scary. I don't like going to the doctor.
It's super scary. Jim Coleman says the guitar god zapped you.
Yeah.
YouTubes are 5,000 said he is watching.
He is watching.
That was the emoji.
Oh.
That was my emoji face.
Oh, okay. Maddie's watching. So is John.
Yeah.
That would be nice. No, it was cool. The fact that I played 2 mixes in that video, and then as soon as I got that email, I was like, oh my God, I rewatched the video because I was like, now I'm going to have to watch it more critically and see how many mistakes I made in the mixes because I'm doing the one-take mixes now. And I'm like, oh, of all videos. And I played okay in them. So I was like, oh, all right, not bad. So whatever. You know, but it's nice to know that your hero watched you play guitar. That was kind of like, wow, awesome.
Ben Burnett says, is the router sitting next to the Mesa amp? If so, move it to the Iconic and everything will work better.
Now it's upstairs in the cat litter box room. So. Probably because of the cat litter. It's probably like, oh, can't take this anymore.
Oh, Lord.
Anywho, let me play some riffs.
No.
Can I play some riffs?
No, we have a super chat.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anxious Nation, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, thank you.
He says it's been a while since I caught a live. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, good to see you too, man. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate that.
Steve-O used your Kemper Red 7 profile at rehearsal today, running it wet, dry, wet through the EVH delay. Massive sound.
Nice. Awesome, dude. That's good. Good to hear.
Dean Harkness, I can't do that emoji. Oh, this one. That's what he said. It looks like a blank face from here, and then if I'm like...
Yeah, gotta get your glasses.
Yeah. Jim Coleman says he used Petrucci's IRs with the wizard capture, and it was amazing.
Oh, nice. Nice. Those are good IRs. They're very good.
Penn says he's alive. The blood pressure meds are working. Routers and grills are far more important than blood pressure.
Well, I do have to go in and get a checkup, but
Flux says blood pressure is the silent killer. Go to the doctor.
yes.
Blood pressure problems could affect your hands and your playing. Do it for guitar playing.
Exactly.
Screw your friends, but do it for guitar playing.
Do it for that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go. It's just a matter of getting me in there.
Next year.
It's scary going in there and finding out
I will
stuff ain't
go
working.
with you. You'll be fine.
I have white coat syndrome, and I don't like to fly, and I'm scared of spiders. So there you go.
And he's a pain in the ass.
And I'm a pain in the ass. Sometimes.
Mark in the mix. So please explain how Steve-O is running wet, dry, wet with his Kemper. Please explain or do a dedicated video on this.
Oh, I've never done.
Face emojis.
Oh, okay. I've never done. I've never done wet, dry, wet before, but it requires 2 amps and 2 cabs. And I think it's been a while since I even thought about that. It's a pretty elaborate rig. In fact, I think it's 3 amps and 3 cabs. Remember that guy I went up against? He had the 3 amps and cabs. Yeah, he had a wet, dry, wet setup. It's a lot. It's a lot of gear, to do. And Eddie Van Halen made that famous on the 5150 era, the 5150 tour and beyond. He started doing that for a while, and then he got away from it because it was probably a lot of work getting all that stuff, rigged up every night. So,
Anxious Nation said at least get a cuff for at home. It's a funny story.
yeah,
He got a cuff for at home, but the cuff's too small
yeah,
because of these dudes.
yeah. It's too
Got to
small.
get a big boy cuff.
Yeah, it sucks because it reads higher than it should, and it freaks me out. And yeah, they said they'd calibrate it for me, but I don't know. We'll
But
have
he
to
didn't
see.
bring it back to them to calibrate it.
I just, it's one of those things where I know I'm supposed to go, but I don't want to hear bad news. But then again, it's like you can hear bad news in time to fix it,
Or you can be the bad news.
Or you could be the bad news, exactly.
Don't be the bad news.
Well, I gotta go. I definitely gotta go. I hate even thinking about it because I've been healthy my whole life, and then when I got hit with this, I'm like, what? Come on, I don't like to take meds. I don't like any of that stuff, but.
Yeah. All right, you want to play something?
Yeah, let's get our minds off of that. I'd rather play. Let me play a couple mixes for you, and I'll see if I can do Time Flies for you. Bear with me on the levels. I changed some things, and I'm still working through all that. So if I have to stop and start again, that's why. So 1 second. right, so we made it through that.
There it was.
There it is in all its glory there. Time
Even
flies.
though it was stuck on red. For
I know.
most of
I'm like, really? You're going to stick on red here.
But
all right.
it came back for the part that has never been aired.
Has never been aired. Yeah.
First time
Yeah.
ending outro.
Yeah, it's been a while anyways. I did it once, but I've written it differently since then, so. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a fun little ditty. Kind of nostalgic. That's what the song is. It's like all the fun times I had as a kid. That's why it's called Time Flies.
We need to
Remember when.
write more nostalgic songs.
Yeah, I think so. Mhm. So our apologies tonight about the freezes. There's not much I can do about it at this point, so we'll just keep trucking along, and hopefully it'll just kind of fix itself. Sometimes the internet's just slow in this area for no reason, so.
Well, there's your forest.
Yeah.
You got lots of trees. And
Yeah, who knows, man.
yeah, my signal and stuff at home is better in the winter when the leaves are gone, and as soon as the leaves fill in, then it gets really bad.
I wonder how that affects the internet. That's weird.
Oh, I don't know. It affects my cell phone for sure.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
cell-
yeah, it definitely does. But we'll just keep trucking along tonight.
Yep. Let's see. I think I left off with Jim Coleman. He says, I'm afraid of the doctor too. He always wants to shove his finger where it doesn't. Good grief, Jim Coleman.
Yeah, them doctors and their fingers, I tell you.
Dave Hendricks, what's up, Jarrod? What's your thoughts on the Diesel Hagen? Just curious if you played one. I hate the doctor also, but funny thing is my blood pressure is good at home and high at the doctor.
Oh, but mine probably is like that as well. Hopefully. I mean, yeah, we'll find out. Yeah, so about the Hagen, I almost bought a Hagen instead of the Herbert. So I went into Motor City Guitar and I was talking to Marty about it. We were both reading on their website about them, and he was like, man, I just think the Herbert's going to be more your speed. I'm like, okay, let's go with that. And so I ordered the Herbert, and I love it, but I always wanted to try a Hagen. I think it's one of the unsung heroes of the diesel amps. A lot of people say that they're underrated, and they should have gotten a lot more attention, but for some reason they didn't. But, I mean, so there's some movies like that too, and then they become cult classics afterwards. But if I ever get my chance to check one out, I for sure will.
Monkey Wrench wants to know, did you play live this weekend, and was it a competition or just jamming? How was it?
I didn't play live this weekend, nope.
Nope.
I haven't been on stage in probably 5 years.
Let's see. There was a new name that Death Schuldener. Carry the Mac. What's a Mac? M-A-C.
I don't know. I don't know what a Mac is.
Hopefully it's a good thing. So let's see. Martin Helena. Nope, talking to somebody else. Dave says, and again, congrats on the girlfriend. That's a beautiful lady right there.
Well, she is a girl, and she's my friend. So.
Thanks for the compliment.
And she's beautiful, so yeah.
I appreciate it. That's great. ADA MP1. What was that caught at the end? Did you catch something at the end? Was there something weird at the end?
No,
I don't know what that
so.
refers to.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it that song, or I'd be happy to answer your question if I had a little more info.
Scott Fulmer, thanks for the super chat,
Hey,
man.
Scott, thank you. Appreciate
He says,
it.
have a Helix floor unit, but dig in the Kemper.
Oh yeah, I'd take the Kemper over the Helix as far as the guitar tones go. I think the Helix is great. Don't get me wrong, but I just rather profile my own amps and have them set up exactly the way I want them to. And I love the effects. I mean, the Helix is great though. If you're going to pair it with an amp, oh my God, the Helix is amazing. Yeah.
Braxel is here. He says, oh, not sure, but Jarrod, your answer question about the power station, you can hook it up to the KHE. I have the drawing from Marcus. I can email it to you on how he says how to do it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because if I ever get one of those, I'll definitely do that. I heard good things. My friend Jay's got a power station, and freaking, he loves that thing. He said it's actually improved some of his amps, and like his Badlander, he said it made his Badlander sound better.
ADA, the song, it was called Time flies.
Time Flies.
Yep.
Yep. That's one I haven't played very often on the show because I never got around to writing that middle section until recently. So now that it's almost done, I'll start playing it. And I had to get the jitters out. Every time I play a song for the first time live, you know, it's jittery. So you just got to get the first one out, and even if it's a train wreck, you just got to get it out of your system. So.
Flex says the Purple Nightmare profile is just blistering.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it sounds freaking phenomenal. I love these profiles. They sound so good. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, we are caught up.
All right. What else do I have here?
Ooh, Dean, I missed yours. He says, I'm up to 5 guitars. My wife got me a Schecter Reaper 6 for my birthday, which is tomorrow.
Oh, man. Congrats.
He says, Carrie, haha, mine is first. That's right. Mine's coming
Yours
in
is
22
coming.
days.
Yep, but it starts
22
Monday.
days.
Yep, it starts Monday.
I get the whole month.
Yeah.
So there, Dean,
Yeah.
you can have your day, but I get the whole
She
month.
gets the whole month. Will you give up one day for Dean, though?
Tomorrow is the last day. Yeah, he can have tomorrow. It's the 31st of July.
There you go.
But you can't have Tuesday.
Yeah, it's all hers from here on out.
He keeps saying he doesn't know what to get me. I don't know what to get you.
You don't drop any hints. So now I got to sit here and guess, you know. You like chocolate, shoes, and clothes.
Sometimes if you don't guess, you get something, or you don't drop hints, you get something better than what you even could imagine.
Well, I really got my work cut out for me, don't I? Let's see here. Oh, you should judge it based on what you got me last time. So what did you get me for my birthday?
I got you. What did I get you this year?
Got
Can
me a
you
couple
remember?
practical things. You got me
I did.
Tupperware.
I got you. He never has dishes to put food in. So I got you the practical
Yeah.
stuff and some water
And some
bottles.
water bottle things.
But what was the big thing? It wasn't the...
It's almost like grandma's getting you socks and underwear. Like,
Oh,
thanks, Granny.
it was your coffee cup.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
I use that every day.
yeah.
I'll just get you one of those.
No, I don't want that.
But it's good.
Nope.
I love my coffee cup. I use it every
Yeah.
day.
He would like all year. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. The ones that have their own heated units.
Yeah.
But the cup also itself it has a heating unit in
Yeah.
it, so you don't have to keep it on the coaster.
Mm-hmm.
You can just carry the cup. But he's like, ugh, paying that much for just a cup for myself.
And I
is
should
kinda
have,
dumb.
I should have got them when Costco had them because they
You
had
get
two for
that
$100,
price, yeah.
and I'm like, oh yeah, but I was like, I'm not spending $100 on that. But I got tired because every morning I start my morning out with a cup of coffee and I play my guitar, and I'm always reheating my coffee because I play more than I drink. And with this, I can literally let it sit next to me for an hour and a half, and it keeps my coffee hot. So. It's nice.
Steve-O says, Carrie, chocolate is the enemy. I know! Why? Why? Chocolate is technically salad. It really is.
How?
Because it's from the cocoa bean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it grows on a tree.
Okay. So it's
salad. It's a vegetable. It's salad.
okay.
No?
No.
Yes.
I mean, it's a nice try though. A lot of effort there. Very good. I love it. I think it sounds amazing, dude. The only thing about it, you might have to just trim off a little bit of the low end, but other than that, it's like freaking money, man. It's so good.
Death would like to know, do you like the Engel or EVH more?
You know what's funny is I can get the Engel to sound very close to the EVH red channel, but I can't get the EVH to sound like the Engel. So it's a tough choice between those two because the Engel Savage Channel 2, which is their crunch channel, I don't like as much as the blue channel on the EVH Stealth. But the Channel 4 on the Savage and the red channel on the EVH, man, it's like they're both equally good, but they sound different from each other. So it's a tough choice between those two. It really is, you know. I'd really have to just flip a coin and deal with it, I guess.
Flux says, I have the Hagen in my diesel VHX. It's interesting. Definitely has more sag than the VH4 or a Herbert. I think you bought the right amp. I use the Hagen tone for song Hash Pipe by Weezer, for example.
Oh, gotcha. Now, wasn't the Hagen supposed to be after, is like Diesel's version of a Marshall? If I remember correctly, I thought that's what he was going after, but I could be wrong. So, like, that's when me and Marty were looking at it, and Marty was like, man, I don't know if you're going to like this. He goes, I think you're going to like the Herbert better because it's more modern. And I'm like, yeah, let's go with that. But I still want to try a Hagen, you know.
Let's see. Braxel emailed you the drawing.
Thank you, sir.
Marcus.
Appreciate it. Marcus is awesome, man.
Martin,
Great dude.
Martin Hensley says, Jarrod, I can't wait for the new Kemper or Line 6 ?
Yeah, I think they're, you know, we'll talk about that some more in tomorrow's viewer comments video. Yeah, the thing is I covered this, you know, in a video, and I also cover it again tomorrow a little bit. But I think if Chris Kemper isn't going to release a new, you know, brand new, ground up, new, you know, blueprint Kemper, I just think he's missing the mark, you know, because there's so many, you know, digital platforms out there that are just doing it better as far as the profiling goes. So he has to do something to keep up with that. And that algorithm that is in there is 11 years old, so it's about time it got updated. So, yeah, I think it's coming out. I'm not saying tomorrow or next month, but I know it's in the works.
William Mason asks, do you run a boost with the Stealth?
Yes, I do. Yep, but if I'm on the blue channel, I'll have the gain around 3 o'clock. If I'm on the red channel, I'll have the gain at 11 o'clock on the red channel. And if I'm boosting it, I'll turn the blue channel gain down to like 10 o'clock. And because the gain on the blue channel greatly affects the gain on the red channel when you're on the red channel. It's an Easter egg that Eddie put in there. It's awesome.
Braxel.
What?
He says, Darren, I keep misspelling your name, Jarrod. I'm so sorry. But I think he meant to say darn, but it came out Darren, and it just...
You can't even spell darn. The hell's the matter with you?
He didn't even know till you said that. He doesn't see this. I can be making a bunch of crap up, and you never know.
Yeah, who knows what you're up to over there.
Yeah. All right, I'm caught up again.
All right, let me do another mix. Let's do disjointed. Again, bear with me on these levels because this is all new settings tonight. I'm trying to level, you know, fix the levels here. So 1 second here, guys. Alrighty then. There you go. You switch guitars here.
I just was reading. I went back and I was reading. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know when you're scheduled to go in and.
Yeah, email me,
Yeah.
okay? Stay in touch through email as well. Don't wait for the live streams, like email me. And yeah, we'll definitely keep you in our prayers, you know. I feel for you. Our hearts go out to you, man. You know, I mean, that's the thing, like, you know, life is a very precious and very delicate thing, you know. It's so delicate. And, you know, and that's why I say at the end of every broadcast, like, every day's a gift, because it truly is. You know, and I'm by no means equating my situation with yours or anybody else's, but I mean, I've had a couple health scares these last couple years, and I'll tell you, when you face something like that, and I mean, it really puts things in perspective, and it makes you really appreciate things a lot more. And it's strange how when you're younger you feel like you're immortal, right? You don't even think about it. You just go every day and you just kind of do your thing. And you know, I remember being that young person who was completely oblivious to everything, obnoxiously oblivious to it all. And then you have that one day where you realize, like, wow, you know, this life is a vapor, and it's delicate, and it's short, and yeah,
And
anything
Martin,
can
thanks
happen.
for spending your time with us too.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sure it's been heavy on you, and thanks for feeling like you could share that with us, and hopefully you feel supported here in the community, for sure. And the best thing you can do for yourself is have a positive attitude about it. And I know that sucks, coming from someone that isn't in your shoes, but I've read, my mom has gone through it, my grandparents have both gone through cancer treatments, and having a positive outlook on it all really does wonders for the recovery process and everything.
yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I wish, you know, it's I never know what to say in times like this, because it's like you don't have the words,
You did
you know.
You did a good job.
You know, we will definitely be praying for you, man. We really will. Everybody here will. I know they will. You know. So yeah, keep us posted, please. You know. I just all the best, man. Seriously.
He says he starts chemo and radiation this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, where are you from? Like, I feel like.
Can't remember.
I want to say, but I don't want to make an idiot out of myself here, because I think I know, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, please let me know.
Put it in the chat and I'll tell him. Let's see. Jeff Hirschberg says, when you make your captures, are you using a 6 or 7 string guitar? And what is the tuning? Do either make a difference in the end product?
Good question. So I use 7 strings, but I use my 7 string as a 7 and a 6 string. You know, so I go either way with it. And typically, when I do the captures, I'm doing it with a standard tuned guitar, because it's just seems like it's a more common tuning. So that's pretty much how I do it. And honestly, it doesn't matter a whole lot, because if you capture the amp correctly, it's going to respond how the amp would no matter what guitar you put in it. So, you know, I think it should be fine. So like if you play a lower tuned guitar, just adjust the settings of the profile accordingly, and you should be fine.
Flux says that profile is just thundering. How does the profile match up to the original in terms of dry tone?
It's better. I honestly, that's why I sold the amp, because I profiled it and I found that I liked the profiles better, because the Kemper has a certain feel about it, and I love how the Kemper feels. It's got just the right amount of that little bit of chewiness.
I always liked this one too.
Yeah, it's a great. The amp sounded better than it felt. That was my issue with the amp. And, you know, so basically what the Purple Nightmare is Merrick's take on a dual rec. You know, he just revoiced it, but it still had that big kind of flubby low end in it, and he built in an overdrive pedal, which kind of helped it out. But I don't know, there's just something about the amp that just didn't feel right to me. Other people love it, but the profile felt better. So I was like, well, I captured the amp as good as you can capture it, so I'll just go with that, you know, because I like how it feels in the Kemper better. So I'm happy with this.
Joe says, keep telling yourself that, Carrie. What am I supposed to keep telling myself?
I don't know.
I missed it. I'm sorry. Did I say something? Oh, goodness. Let's see. Dave Hendricks says, hey, Jarrod, I recently picked up an entry-level Boss GX100. I'm trying to get that No More Tears sound. In your opinion, do you think Kemper or Axe 3, which is better for that?
Oh, boy. Well, I just think with modeling, which is what the Axe 3 is doing, it's just never going to be as good as a profile. But I will say this, though. With Kemper, you have to find the right profile, and you have to find someone who makes the profile the way that you like it. You know, not everybody sets up amps, mics, and cabs the same, so it really depends. You know, I mean, when you do find a good profile of the amp that you're looking for, it's always going to be better than a modeler. But the search can be a little long sometimes, depending on how many different ones you have to try, and sometimes you get lucky and find the first one that's perfect. So it's funny, like I've gone to the same profile maker and bought, like when I first started using Kemper, like, oh, this amp sounds great, and I buy it and I think it's amazing, and then I'll buy another one of his profiles of a different amp and it sounds like trash. And I'm like, how did you go from riches to rags, you know what I mean, in your profiles? But it just depends. Some people hear things differently when they're profiling the amps, and maybe he did that profile a long time ago and he got better over the years, and I just picked one of his old ones, didn't know it. So, you know, I think the No More Tears thing, I think you want to go after, is it Marshall? Is that what Zach used on that album? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he used some Marshalls and overdrive pedals, if I'm not mistaken. So find some good profiles or models of that amp, and it should get you close. And always use a chorus pedal and a wah, of course. You know, that's what Zach used. He doesn't admit to using a chorus pedal, but he used one.
Jim Coleman says, now that the door is open to Petrucci Camp, maybe an interview about the Petrucci IR pack would be cool for him and for your channel.
Oh, I would love to interview John. I mean, it's one of my dreams.
Petrucci, are you watching?
Nope. But if it's something, it's a dream of mine. That would be
Jared
huge.
has some chocolate cake with your name on it.
Exactly. But you're going to eat it before you get to it. Cake is not safe around this one here. It will not last long.
It's salad, remember?
Yeah, it's salad.
Chocolate.
Salad cake.
Salad cake. Anxious Nation, thank you for the super chat.
Thank
I did
you.
see it earlier, but then I had the other serious comment to read, and I felt like we needed a little bit of space before I got there.
Yeah.
On a lighter note, he wants Arnold Schwarzenegger calls Kemper to sell him on the Kemper 2.
To sell him on the Kemper 2?
Kemper 2, like
Oh.
the updated
To
model.
sell him on it?
He wants them to come out with a Kemper 2, is the way I read it.
Oh, okay. All right. So he wants me to call Chris
and
Kemper.
and it's pronounced Kemper.
Yes, the Kemper.
The Kemper.
Let me get out my phone here. And I'm going to call Chris Kemper now. Doot, doot, dooty, dotty, doot, doot. Yes. Hey.
Doot, doot.
Hey, Chris. Yes, it's Arnold. Yes, you know who I am. Shut up. Let me tell you something. Your Kemper here, I'm looking at it. What the hell is going on here? It's the 70s.
It's a dinosaur.
It looks like something I used in Predator in the 70s. It's so old looking. What the hell is going on? I can't even figure this out. It's crazy. So you have to update this with the touch screen, like this thing here. We use these every day. Why don't you put it on the Kemper? Come on, you're German. You're a good engineer. You know better. You're slacking off. Stop it.
Stop it.
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes. Who's your daddy and what does he do? I'm a cop, you idiot. So get to the chopper, get to your little factory, put your boot up some asses and tell them, make a new one that has a better screen and fix the damn algorithm, for crying out loud. I'm tired of the algorithm. It's crazy. We shouldn't have to refine our profiles anymore. I should sit here and watch YouTube as I'm let the Kemper do all the work for me. So get to work now. Do it. Or kill you.
Or kill you. There you go.
Remember when I said I'd kill you last? I lied.
Joe said I need to keep telling myself that chocolate is a vegetable.
Oh, yeah. Yep, just keep telling yourself. I have some vegetables upstairs.
Me too.
Oh, do you? Oh, you brought some of your own veggies?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I brought some little tiny foil wrapped veggies.
To keep them fresh?
Yes.
Yeah, you got to keep those fresh, you know. I got some other ones in the Snickers variety.
Oh.
Yeah, Snickers veggies.
Mine are the chocolate kiss variety.
Oh, mine are better. You can have all those.
There are no nuts in mine.
Ah. Oh, that's right. You can't have those anymore.
No,
can
I
you?
can.
You can?
Well, I can't have almonds.
Oh,
but
that's right.
no peanuts. Or yes, for peanuts.
Yep.
Let's see. Jeff thanked you for answering, and it's understood.
You're welcome.
Martin lives in Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, Dayton, Ohio. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good, man. Well, you're not that far. You're what's Dayton? It's like 4 hours maybe
We'll see.
from here.
Hey Google, take me to Dayton, Ohio. 3 hour and 39-minute drive.
Okay. There you go.
There you go.
Not too far.
Let's see, Dave. Does the Kemper sound good through a 4x12 alone?
If you get a good profile, like a DI profile, the mistake a lot of people make is they get studio cab profiles and they turn the cab off and run it through a 4x12 or a 2x12 cab, and they're like, "Why does this sound weird?" It's because you can't remove the cab from a studio profile. It's baked in. You could turn the cab part off, but it's not really going to take all of that out, and it's going to sound dark and weird. So you want to use a DI profile on the Kemper through a power amp and a real cab, and yeah, it's damn close. Like, I think the DIs in the Kemper are super, super close. You know, the studio ones, like the one that I'm playing tonight was like 99% close to what the real thing was. But then there's other days where I get the studio ones and I just can't come close to the amp because of whatever reason. But I got lucky on that one.
Okay, skipped one. Steve-O, did I read this already? Are you using an overdrive when capturing an amp, and does it make a difference with the capture?
Oh, you haven't read that one yet. Good question. No, I hate like the overdrive baked in profiles. They're boosted profiles, they call them. They don't sound good. They don't feel good. There's too much guessing because you're adding a whole nother dimension in the profiling process, and the Kemper's still guessing on all that. And it just throws another thing that it's got to figure out. And they always sound too choppy to me. And so I could take a boosted amp, profile it, or I could profile the amp without the boost and stick a boost in front of it in the Kemper, and I always prefer it that way than the boosted amp. They just don't sound good to me, and they don't feel good. Again, they're just too choppy to me. So to each their own, but I never do boosted captures or profiles. I just don't think they sound good.
Joe says, great impersonation, Jarrod. You missed your calling.
Thank you.
Hensley says that was funny as hell.
Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Well, when I first had my first work van, I think you know the story. My first work van back in 2000 didn't have a radio in it. So in order to, and that was before YouTube on our phones and all that kind of stuff. So I used to drive around doing impressions to entertain myself in between jobs. So I drive around, had no air and no radio, and it was just a stupid creeper van. And so I'm driving around with my windows down, you know, impersonating Arnold and Rocky and just like all that stuff. People probably next to me at red lights are like, okay, alrighty then. Somebody needs some friends.
Oh, gosh. Anxious Nation, thanks for another super chat.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
He says,
that.
I absolutely love your Splawn Nitro. Can you email exactly how you ordered it?
Yes. So I can tell you right now. So I ordered it with the B+ mod, and the modern classic mod too. So that's it, and the KT88s. So just get it with the KT88s, B plus mod, and he's got like a modern and classic switch on it. And that's pretty much it.
You can pick your own
TONEX.
and stuff, yeah.
You can pick the whole styling, everything. So yeah, Scott's great. He's an awesome guy. You know, if you do order it and you talk to him on the phone, tell him I said hi. He's an awesome dude. You'll like talking to him. Total sweetheart of a guy, man. One of the nicest people you ever talk to. And he's a great guy to do business with. And he builds, those things are tanks, man. Those are great amps, man. I'll never sell it.
Mm-hmm. Braxel, he says, you guys like the band Mac Sabbath, where they all dress up as evil McDonald's characters and play back Black Sabbath songs with lyrics that talk about food.
I've never heard of that.
Ozzy even saw them at a private showing.
Never even heard of them.
Can you imagine they'll grimace?
Yeah. That would be something. That would definitely be something.
Flex says he went to the high school with the singer. He loves it. I have to keep his identity a secret. They're hilarious.
That's awesome, man.
Martin says, can you use an overdrive pedal on a Line 6 or a Quad Cortex?
Yes, you can. Yep. In fact, with the Quad Cortex, you can profile your overdrive pedals, and it does an excellent job. And then you can use that in the. So I profile them separately and then put them in front of the amp in the chain, and it works perfectly. You know, and you can use an overdrive pedal in front of both the Quad Cortex and the Line 6 Helix. So yeah.
Steve-O says, everyone I know who is good at impersonations is also good at singing.
I'm not good at singing.
Yes, he is.
I should impersonate a good singer.
One time. I made fun of him one time, and now he won't sing ever again.
Yeah, she ruined it. So everybody thank her. No, I know. I'm self-aware. I've recorded myself singing before, and I listened back to it, and I wanted to throw up in my mouth. So.
Jarrod was blessed with an 80s voice. He's got the soaring, high male vocals, and that just isn't a thing right now. It's just not the thing. But he can sing, and he's just fine.
Yeah, I'm okay. If you want to hear me sing, watch 5 things you're doing wrong with your modeler, I think. And there's a song called Chug Chug Turn the Knob.
Yeah.
And I scream my brains out in that one. So you can see my lungs coming out of my mouth. I'm hitting some pretty high notes there. And there's no auto-tune. It's just all... Real. I sat in my chair over there by the office, by my desk, and just freaking didn't even warm up. I just belted out the notes because I had to get that video done.
Let's see. Anxious Nation, I feel like you reacting to a video like Mac Sabbath would be a cool video and would promote your channel.
Maybe one of these days.
Braxel says, Jarrod, I'm not kidding. Go see Mac Sabbath. You'll love it.
Well, if they ever come around here, I'm definitely going to go see them.
We can look them up on YouTube or something.
Yeah, we can look them up.
Fuck says, Chug Chug Turn It Up is great.
Thank you. That was an interesting little song.
Christopher!
What's
You're
up?
the man. He sent a super chat and said, come on, let that roar out. Now you got to do it.
What?
He super chatted you.
Oh, God, I can't do that.
Do it.
No.
You can do it.
No.
If you can talk like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'll blow the mics or not. I will.
Here, there you go.
No.
Do it.
No,
Do it.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I'll think about it.
No, thinking about it doesn't do it.
There's thinking.
Just opens the mouth.
You do it.
There you go. Y'all know that's not how I sing.
Oh, trust me, you don't want me to sing.
Sing it out.
I suck.
Sing it out.
I suck.
Ah, do it. It's not his voice. Nice.
I'll do a little Elvis for you. I'll have a blue Christmas. If I finish that, I'll get freaking demonetized. So.
Okay. Oh, let's see. Anxious Nation says, how much would it cost for you to sing a song? I may pay it.
$1 million. If you pay me $1 million, I will sing anything you want.
He'll be, shoot, what's her name? The blonde with the skirt.
The blonde with the
Who
skirt.
sing Happy Birthday to the President.
Oh yeah,
Marilyn
I'll
Monroe
do the
for you.
Marilyn Monroe. I might even wear the skirt for $1 million. Happy birthday,
Wait, you didn't get paid.
Mr. President. Yeah, I will. I'll go full drag on that one for $1 million. Absolutely.
I'll do his makeup.
I will. I'll totally do it. Then I can retire and live happily ever after.
Christopher sent another super chat. Totally worth it.
Yeah, and with that, let me play another mix.
And with that, moving on.
Let me see. Let me turn this. What one did I just do? This should be the right volume. And again, bear with me on the volumes tonight, guys. 1 second. Alrighty then. So, I have to announce this before I forget. So, Joe, if you're still here, looking forward to seeing you and your family next week. So, just so you guys know, we have a special treat for you. Max, remember the guitar player that I talked about a month ago? I saw at Motor City Guitar. This kid's amazing. He's like really freaking good, and I met him there, and we're going to have him on the show because a lot of you guys requested that. And you're like, yeah, have him on. So Max is coming on with his mom and dad next Sunday. So we're going to get together before the show and have some good food and some drinks and have a good time. And next week, you guys get to hear Max perform. I think he's going to be performing to some backing tracks, too.
Okay.
And this kid's a little shredder, man. This kid's good. He's really good.
How old is he again?
12. Okay. I think he's 12 or 13. Yeah, he's a really good guitar player. He's a cool kid, too. A really cool kid. His whole family's really nice. So looking forward to that next week. So I can't wait for that. That's going to be really exciting.
Martin says, Tone Wars, you always make my week.
Well, thank you. And you guys, always make our week, too. I mean, it's always worth it to go live and hang out with you guys. Thank you so much.
Anxious Nation, speaking of which, would love to hear some new songs and maybe a music video.
Well, it's funny you bring that up. We have 2 music videos coming out as soon as the album's done. And I did play a new-ish one. It's an old one, but I never play it on the channel hardly. So played that tonight for you guys. And I'm actually working on some stuff right now. And I'm going to do a collab with John Thrasher, Steve Shaheen, and TJ with some guitar shreddy, songs for you guys, too. We're working on some stuff like that. So can't wait to get that stuff going. And Carrie and I are working on some new acoustic stuff. So, yep. So there'll be some new stuff coming very soon.
Prestige Guitar Repair says, hey, Jarrod, it is Robert, FYI.
Hey.
Maddie Hoffman was just endorsed by CORTEX.
Oh, cool.
He said Maddie is looking forward to your profiles for their next Escape the Fate tour.
Oh, cool, man. So does he want Quad Cortex or does he want Kemper? Let me know because I could send either one. I have a lot of Quad Cortex ones that he would like too. So I'm happy to help any way I can.
Mark W. says, I really look forward to my Sunday night Tone Wars fix.
Thank you.
Too. Christopher, what was for dinner tonight?
We have to know before we go.
Pork butt. Yep, it's after 8:30. It's time for us to go, but we got to know what Christopher had for dinner.
Exactly. We must
He says Sundays are only complete after hanging with the Tone Wars crew.
Oh.
True highlight to every week.
Thank you. Seriously, that really means a lot. And it's the same with us. We look forward to Sunday nights every week as well. It's definitely one of the highlights of the week for us as well.
Martin thought you sounded like the Cowardly Lion earlier when you were singing.
Oh, I am king of the forest.
Flex says he would like to buy QC captures of you singing the Chug Chug Turn It Up.
I'll see what I can do.
Prestige Guitar Repair says he may go with Kemper for the tour.
Okay, so I'll make the just text me or whatever. Let me know. Just confirm, and I'll start on those captures or profiles or whatever. I'll get those done. I got to do a high gain red channel and a clean for them. So I got to talk to Maddie on the phone. Maddie Hoffman, yeah, really cool guy.
Anxious Nation says I would like to buy you at least half your dinner food is expensive. What? I would like to buy you at least half you dinner food is expensive. I don't know what you're trying to say, Anxious Nation.
I'll take it.
He sent a super chat that will pay for dinner.
There it is.
Thank you so much. It's so appreciated.
Wow, thanks, man. I really appreciate. Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well,
thank you.
Gosh, God bless you, man. Thank you so much. That's definitely more than half. I mean, that's yeah. Thank you. Man, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate that.
I just got better.
Always appreciate that.
Prestige Guitar Repair says, I just put your brutal pack on my Kemper. The Badlander profile rocks.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like them.
Mark W. Awesome. Can't wait to hear you both on acoustic.
Oh, yeah. We're working on some stuff.
Now you know he's not going to play an acoustic guitar. I asked him to, but he's going to just use clean tones.
I'm going to do piezo like they're hearing right now.
It's not acoustic, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, so I think it's better. Yep, that's why I paid the big bucks for these guitars, so I'm able to use acoustic. And again, thank you. I really appreciate all the super chats tonight, guys.
Thank
Seriously,
you very much tonight.
it really means a lot. Seriously, and Barton will definitely keep you in our prayers as well, for sure. You know.
Right.
Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We are always honored and privileged to have you here, and we never take it for granted. You know. And excuse me, and we know that there's other things you can be doing with your time. And you're choosing to spend it with us, and we hope that we always make it worth your while. And I know you guys make it worth our while every week, so we really appreciate that. So tomorrow I have a viewer comments video coming out, and Tuesday I have a video about the X Space pedal from IK Multimedia that'll be released, and I'll be working on some other videos for you as well. So, yeah. So with that, right? I said everything I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, every day's a gift.
And thank you for spending part of yours with us.
We'll see you next Sunday.
All right, guys.